So that I think that the internet is going to be one of the major forces for reducing the role of government. And the one thing that's missing, but that will soon be developed, is a reliable e-cash, a method whereby on the internet you can transfer funds from A to B without A knowing B or B knowing A.
And there you have it from this guy. Who's this guy? This is Milton Friedman. He's predicting Bitcoin back in 1999. So Bitcoin isn't an idea that people haven't thought of. It just wasn't developed. With the exponential age of the internet, Bitcoin came around about 10 years later, and he predicted. He was 10 years ahead of the game. Didn't do it himself, but people have had these ideas. E-cash, internet money, Bitcoin, whatever you want to say, it's changing the world. And you just have to get with it or get ran over. That's what's going to happen to the banks. Who's Milton Friedman? Milton Friedman is an American economist and a statistician who received the 1976 Nobel Memorial Peace Prize in Economic Science for his research on consumption analysis, monetary history, and the theory and the complexity of the stabilization policy. So once again, you see that Bitcoin has been thought of, has been talked about, but it just came around in 2009 at present day. It's only been around for less than 15 years. Have you got your fair share? And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. Got a jam-packed video for you today. A lot of updates, so make sure you watch this one to the end. First update coming in from Austin Hibbert. If you're reading this, you just survived the Bitcoin's worst performance period ever. So as you see, we have these green troughs and red troughs. Green, red, more green than red. But as you see, the day count, 386 days back in 2015 through 16, 204 days, 37 days, and 490 days, almost 500 days. So this bear market's been pretty brutal. 2022 is probably the worst year for crypto in history. I mean, it's only been around less than 15 years, but if you survived one of the hardest bear markets. So congratulations, pat yourself on the back for still standing. An update from Will Clemente. This is the bull case for Bitcoin according to ARK Investment. So this is Kathy Wood's fund. Bitcoin's likely to scale into a multi-trillion-dollar market. And they're actually giving a price prediction by 2030. And what they're saying is by 2030, the price of one Bitcoin could exceed $1 million. Yep. They have a bear case, base case, and a bull case. So their bear case by 2030, they got the price going to $258,500. Base case, which is sort of like just the standard case, not overshot, not undershot, just sort of standard, 682.8K. Over $650,000 by 2030. And then their bull case for 2030, the bullish case, $1.48 million. And all the use cases are going to be corporate treasury, remittance assets, national state treasuries, emerging markets currency, economic settlement network, seizure resistant asset, institutional investment, and digital gold. With digital gold being the biggest weighted of all of these, 20% bear up to 50% for the bull. The second one is the remittance case, and all these are just scattered throughout, but basically this is all just based off of their research, their studies. Nobody 100% knows, but still very bullish. If you're just looking at this in their bear case, they're talking about 10x over the next 7 years. Maybe a 9x, give or take a few $1,000s, but as you see, $250,000 plus for their bearish case by 2030. Hold on and strap on for dear life. Another update from Caleb Franzen. The Fib target for the next cycle high based on the 1.618 Fibonacci level from peak to trough through bear market decline, at least $178,000. So we just look at the charts you see here. He's just pulling from the troughs of the bear market to the peaks, the previous peak, and you see that it comes up and hits this 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level. Every time in 2015, 16, 17 market, it ran past it. 2021 market hit it exactly. So are we going to at least go to this level here, 178? That could be definitely in the cards for Bitcoin. And looking at the MVRV Z-score, what this chart shows is the best time to buy, best time to sell. Every time these spikes up into the red area, that's when there's price peaks, could sell, and then it comes back down. This one made a double top here in 2013. Then the bear market, these are the times to accumulate and then sell, accumulate, sell, Right now, we're still near accumulation zone, out of the green, but still stair-stepping our way up. As you can see, the closer you are to this level, the better it is for the accumulation period. Once this spikes up to this red area, that's when you want to be thinking about getting out of the market and scaling out. Stock Money Lizards, what he's calling for is a $48,000 Bitcoin pre-halving cool off, then a blast up to over 200,000. And we called out this because this is the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, and we hit this last bear market. We base out and then come back up, hit that 13. It actually wasn't 13.8K, and then had to dump into the halving, then a blast off. If it's a similar rinse and repeat price action, you could have this run up to close to 50,000, 48K, dump before the halving, and then that blast off once we get that price shock. So this is definitely something to pay attention to. And then we'll close out looking at the Bitcoin price chart. What you see here, this is Bitcoin on the monthly versus the US dollar, and we have these downwards resistance levels here that we see with these blue lines. And if you draw a floor, and we have this sort of stair stepping our way up, this is a 35-degree angle right here. Same thing happened in 2019 when we got out the depths. We sort of stair-stepped our way up. We wicked down with the pandemic dump, no worries. Came back right up and stair-stepped our way up. This was a 26-degree angle. So we got 35 degrees, 26 degrees. So it looks like it's getting a little bit shorter as far as the angle goes. So, who knows how low this is going to go. Could this be the angle here, 42? Nobody knows. That's not a pattern. If it comes back lower, we could see a lower $20,000 Bitcoin price and grind up on this before the halving. A lot of different things can happen. It could be in the 40s as far as the percent. Once again, nobody knows. Looking at the RSI below, you see that when you're oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought. Right now, we're near oversold territory, trending towards the overbought, not overbought yet. So you have to be patient and wait. As you see, this was the peak, came back down, the double peak. That's when we double topped out. Same thing here in 2012 and 13, the double peak. Just had one peak here. Really, the first peak got overbought in June of 2016, right around the halving, had the dump, and then the blast off and run up with that blow off top. So we could see a double peak action. No one knows. You gotta be patient. Right now, at the current time it's recording, Bitcoin's over 30,000 at 30.4K. A lot's going on in the crypto space, a lot going on with regulation, a lot going on behind the scenes. So as you see right now, drawing this floor here, that we did have this pullback. The Heikin-Ashi candles are now green. Looking at the length of how far Heikin-Ashis go when they turn green. Once they turned green here in October 2015, we went 27 bars with only seeing one small red bar here right around the 2016 halving, right after the halving. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. The only reason we've seen a lot of red here was we sort of had this cool off going to that pandemic dump. So pay attention there. Right now, if we see 27 bars from we've seen this first and green one, that would take us out to a peak around April of 2025. So definitely a lot of bullishness. If this goes up and continues to go up and go up and up, that takes Bitcoin over 150,000, and that sort of correlates with that 178,000 price target we showed you in this post here from Caleb. So what do you think? Do you think Bitcoin can make it up past 150,000 over the next bull cycle, or is it going to 2, 3, 400,000? Leave your comments below. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today. And I'm out.